Because of restrictions around coronavirus in North Carolina, the big night of the Republican National Convention is now scheduled to take place in Jacksonville, Florida, instead of in the Queen City. Now, some activities will still be held here in Charlotte, but certainly not the big night when the Republican nominee is announced. Want to bring in our Washington correspondent, Blair Miller. And Blair, I know you spoke with the RNC chairwoman today about how they plan to keep people safe there.
Erica, you know, one of the big issues here for convention planners has always been the size and number of people. The RNC told me today they moved this convention because they want a lot of people there, and they now expect it to look like any other convention.
Congratulations, Dad, we love you!
With people across the country still being told to keep their space, convention planners for the RNC expect Jacksonville to be a packed house, something Charlotte wouldn't allow.
It's really going to be more of that nomination celebration spirit that we've seen in past conventions.
RNC chairwoman Ronna McDaniel told me how the president wants it to look like America's open for business despite coronavirus concerns.
What do you say to critics who say this is crazy during a global pandemic that the Republicans are going forward with this?
We'll have PPE available. We're going to sanitize the arena. We're going to have temperature checks. We're going to do everything we can. But we also want to show the excitement and the enthusiasm behind our candidate for president.
They could also have people sign waivers that would release the party or the president from any responsibility if people are exposed to the coronavirus, something that will happen when the president returns to the campaign trail next week for a rally in Tulsa. The RNC says they will still do the business of the convention largely behind the scenes in Charlotte earlier that same week. But the big primetime speeches will happen the rest of the week in Jacksonville.
So our delegates will all be able to be in Jacksonville as well as the alternates, and it will be the celebration. And I expect we'll have the vice president and the president's speeches there.
As for the Democrats, the head of the party said yesterday he's confident they will still hold their convention in Milwaukee. I repeatedly asked them what they're doing differently, but so far they haven't said. I'm Blair Miller for Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, Blair, thank you. Certain important time for the candidates and the communities that will host them. Thank you so much. Charlotte will still be hosting about 336 delegates who will officially nominate President Trump as part of a scaled down convention here. Our government reporter Joe Bruno actually just got a copy of a letter from the RNC to the city of Charlotte saying the group will not need to hold any of those activities at the Spectrum Center.